Welcome to Strictly Reality.
We're your hosts, Liz and Chef.
And every week we break down the biggest fights,
the soft launch romances,
the chaotic alliances,
the producer plans,
and all the moments that made you yell at your TV.
So silence your phone, grab your snacks, and get ready for this new episode of
Strictly Reality.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, Real Housewives. I feel like they put a lot into this episode. Like they kind of threw a lot at us when we're starting off with Phaedra, in the car
with her son.
Is it Aiden or Dylan? Which one was there?
It's one of, I don't know if it's the president or the prince or the king. I don't know who it is. But he is all grown up.
All grown up. And I told you the last episode that we filmed, I was like, that is the same kid from kindergarten that we saw, her taking him to school. She's like, we went from me not knowing my due date to him being, able to drive me around or whatever. Now, did she throw a little shade at Apollo?
Girl, I didn't know Apollo was an alcoholic until that moment.
Wait, what? Like, it came out of left field. I was not expecting that because I was just like, she's like, oh yeah, that's his father's designated driver, right?
And the producer asked, "Is he also your designated driver?" And she's like, "No, I'm a Christian woman. I'm not a drunk."
Yes,
I was like, wow, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, how did he catch a stray like that?
He caught one. He caught that was like the shrapnel went everywhere.
Yes.
Oh my God, Apollo. But from what I remember in the blogs, like him and Shireen, Apollo and Shireen are like no longer married or they're divorcing, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't know if it's finalized or what,
right.
But I do know that they had separated, the last time I saw an update. So
yeah, I know Phaedra just on the sideline being like, "Oh, ooh, child."
Been there, done that, like
old news. Oh my God.
But yeah, it is nice to see him grown, and just helping his mom and stuff and taking her around. That was cute.
Yeah, that was really nice. And what I liked, so like another scene that I liked was the Pinky Cole. I'm not sure like where this came into the episode, but I didn't know Pinky Cole until she started on Real Housewives. I know about her brand, her restaurant company. I've heard the name, but I didn't know the face behind the brand. So it was really cool kind of like getting to know her. I know you know her more as like a familiar name and a face.
Yeah, yeah.
You do, yeah. But I didn't know that she had gone she went bankrupt? Or she had issues. She lost her company for like 42 days or so. And
yeah, she's been through it, just from the deals that she's made, even like she's good at marketing. I will say this lady is really good at marketing. The Slutty Vegan brand was really well done as far as just getting people in the door. But it sounds like there were a lot of other moving parts, like, the business side, the finance, the like employees and things like that, and it was just really hard for her to juggle all those things herself, or she didn't have the right team. So it was interesting hearing her talk about that because entrepreneurship is hard. So just having somebody who's actually like delved into that. I know Kandi had a lot of businesses and hustles and stuff like that, but it's like she's on the restaurant side in just a different way with all these franchises. Quite a few of them have had restaurants at this point, like Kelli, her, Kandi. Has anyone else had a restaurant? I feel Cynthia with Peter, they had
bar 9. They had a few of those. Who else? Oh, even KMichelle. I listened to like an older episode of hers like a few years, about 10 years ago, that she had with the Breakfast Club. She had started out like a hookah lounge in Atlanta. She said like the drink list had like over 50 different cocktails. I'm like, 50 different cocktails?
How do you manage that type of menu?
That's a lot. But haven't heard her speak on it lately. It's probably, not, it's been 10 years. Maybe it's not still happening or still functional, but she waded her toes into the restaurant scene as well, it seems.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice to see them, pursuing those. I don't know how many of these restaurants are still standing though.
Hey, is Blaze still standing?
I
That's
thought, I don't know.
whose restaurant is that? That's
Candy's
Candy
restaurant.
with
Yeah.
I don't know. And their other one, the chicken restaurant. Um,
Old Lady Gang.
oh, Lady Gang.
I feel like that is still going, but I don't know about Blaze. I feel like I heard
Okay.
something about Blaze not,
Okay.
I don't know. And even
Okay.
Kelly's restaurant, the second one, I heard that that one is closed for now, but they with the possibility to reopen it. So I don't know. It's just tough in the restaurant business.
It is tough. It's known to be tough. Nana's Chicken and Waffles, right? Kelly's
Yeah.
restaurant. Yeah, it's known to be tough. So failure in that sector is not surprising. You
Hmm.
don't want anyone to fail. I think it's important that people do go out and open shop and, try something, but it's also, proportionately there's a huge proportion of businesses that just don't survive the first five
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so for Pinky to do what she's doing, it's very admirable. And then for her to be so vulnerable on the show, I just like to see her in that state because I think she brings a lot to the show. There are some that I'm just like, okay, I'm waiting for to see, if this drama is just artificial or if this is real or whatever. But I think Pinky is bringing like her real life to the show.
what I like about Pinky, and I agree with you, what I like about Pinky is I feel it's her real life and not a
Yes,
contrived storyline that she's bringing to the show.
I agree. Yeah.
Right?
Hmm.
Like it's like she's tearing up. Her husband is there. Her husband is talking about his experiences. Like he is also an entrepreneur himself, which is
In the
so interesting.
restaurant
In
business,
the
like
in the restaurant business, he's like what is it? Like he's a
Dave's
sandwich.
cheesesteaks.
Yes, which is
Hmm.
interesting because she's completely vegan. She does not eat meat, and her husband is like number five in the country of like big and growing cheesesteak franchises or companies, restaurants. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
she's so funny when she said, we don't have a prenup, so that's my business too.
Go ahead, girl. Okay.
That's right. That's
What's
right.
mine is yours, They're just like they're living life and their children are so adorable too.
Your kids
It's
are
just
very
nice to see
cute.
that family dynamic, they're like she is more like housewife, I guess, than the rest of the cast. I think where there's
Yeah.
like a couple of them who are married, but she's one of the few.
Yeah, yeah. Because Angela Oakley also is married. Angela
Hmm.
looks so good.
She does.
Angela looks so bomb. Do you remember the scene where, well, it was like after Kelly had that weird luncheon with KMichelle and Porsha, she kind
Hmm.
of talked to Angela
And
and
Shamia.
Jamia about what happened. And we need to get into the luncheon. Angela looks so put together. I'm just like, my goodness, this lady, she must be in the gym 24/7. She just looks her fashion, everything. I even liked her fashion. I didn't love her fashions, but I did like it at Drew's launch part. What was it? The movie opening, the movie premiere. She had a
Hmm.
cute zipper dress. I'm not big on zipper dresses, but she put it together really nicely.
Yeah, and the thing about her, you know how some people their frame just like accepts different outfits better than others, it's like she can wear something that normally wouldn't look good or, but because she's so like statuesque and elegant
Yes,
and sleek and tall, like it just looks really nice on her. So,
amazing.
yeah. Yeah, I
She
agree
looks
with
really
you.
good.
She's very put together.
But
Mhm.
let's talk about that luncheon. How did you feel about how Portia interacted with Kelly at that little, was it tea that they were having or lunch? Whatever
Yeah.
that was. It was the weirdest situation. K Michelle was just sitting there like, where am I? The Twilight Zone is where
Yeah,
I am.
and that breakfast in Tiffany's outfit that Kelly had on.
Girl, she could have
I
left
was
that at
like, what
home.
is going on here? Like,
What
you
was she
know,
wearing?
when she stepped out of the car, I was just thinking about Kenya. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. Like, just like
Yes.
what is this?
I did not. I don't think it was giving. Porsha looked
Mm-mm.
really good.
Yeah, she did.
I have to give it Porsha her dues. She looked amazing.
Yeah.
KMichelle, I didn't really see what she was wearing.
I mean, it's
I didn't
less
notice.
memorable, like her outfit sometimes, because, you know, it's like
Yeah.
you're around people that are dressing up, and,
Hmm.
it's sometimes like her feel like her outfits kind of get lost in the sauce with the rest of the
Yeah.
group.
She's not as
But
excited.
she's beautiful, she's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
And just seeing that dynamic between Porsha and Kelli though was weird. It was really weird because I was like, why are you talking about this storyline with this married man randomly? First of all, I think it came up randomly. Like I don't think that it was like an organic conversation. It just seemed like it was, and then the story wasn't organic either. The story didn't make any sense. I didn't
No,
follow it.
it was hard to follow. KMichelle was like, what? This is confusing. I've heard her now, Portia, on different interviews. There's an interview that she had with Cynthia, and she's trying to like explain the whole receipt that Kelli was sleeping with a married man and how Portia knows this and how, it was just like the most bizarre thing. Like Cynthia was looking at her like, trying to follow, but it's like, can't follow this because it's going in figure eights. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why would someone be thinking about you in that particular moment and talking about you and your ex or your ex slash baby daddy? It doesn't make sense. It's weird.
At all. I
I
don't
think
understand how Dennis even came into the picture.
Danny's caught astray.
He did. He did. Because he was probably like, really? How did I get brought up in this situation?
Terrible. I
I've
don't like that
noticed,
for her.
yeah, I've noticed with KMichelle though, it's kind of like when there's drama going on, she's just like, I'm over it. Like, I'm going to remove myself, either zone out or actually get up and walk away. Last episode, there was a situation where Angela and Phaedra were going back and forth about the tapes that were at some basketball game or something like that. And it's like she's just like, I'm just going to remove myself, Like she
Yeah.
got up and walked away. And on this one, she just zoned out. It seemed like she wasn't even engaged in the conversation at some point because it's just like, what is there to say? Like this doesn't make any sense.
I think she has flashbacks sometimes from Love and Hip Hop. And
Okay.
she had so much drama on that show. I'm telling you, it was like layers of it. And everyone
Wow.
has drama on that show. That's the point of love. That's the point of Love on Hip Hop. It's all about, a storyline or who's going to be mad at someone or who's going to like throw the most sensational. It was toxic. So I can understand when she is in the middle of, she's just getting these like flashbacks, like, oh my God, not again, not again. Get me out of here.
I could see that because she just zones out.
Yeah, she's just like, why am I here? What these receipts don't make sense. What are we talking about? She's just like not
Yeah.
into it.
And I think Kelli was confused too.
Girl, everyone was confused. Like, what do you mean you're the receipt? Kelli, 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 Kelli. I'm the receipt. Like, what?
It's weird. And then by the end, it's like they're hugging it out, and
I don't know
I
why
don't
Kelly
know.
wanted a hug. I think that's weird too. Like, I think that everyone is looking at Portia. I think that's what the network has done. It's decided that Portia is the it girl of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's the one to bow down to. You want her at your events. You want to be in her good graces. But it's like, I don't think that Portia actually embodies it girl. I think the stage is open and the slot was open for her to fill those shoes that Nene left behind. I think Nene has star power. Kenya has star power. Who else would you say had star power that's no longer with Housewives?
That's no longer with Housewives. I mean,
Sheree?
I think back in the day, Kim had star power.
Back in the day, Kim has star power. I don't really see that for Portia. I see her wanting to be that girl, but I don't really see it. Like her receipts don't make sense. This girl is just very, I think morally there's a question mark.
Hmm. Oh,
And it's just
absolutely.
so obvious.
Yeah, she doesn't hold her own. Like I think that she's great as a cast member,
Mm-hmm.
as someone who is attached to the main, like
Yeah.
Rick and Frat, or like when she was with Nene, she was Nene's like protege for a little while, they
Yes.
were had that connection. And
Yes.
I think that she does well when she's attached to a main it girl, but now it's like she's on her own, and I don't see it's like people are trying to attach themselves to her, but she doesn't have that main girl or main character energy. I agree with you. I don't see it. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, and I think people are holding their breath hoping that she steps up to the plate, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not on this
No.
season at least.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But I think that's why Kelly was probably just like, you know what, let me just smooth this over and let's go in for a hug. Which I think she put out sarcastically. I don't think she expected Portia to get up and actually give her the hug. Portia was being so weird in that scene. She was like cheers. They were cheersing, and she put some sugar in her hand. She was like, "Yeah, let's cheers because I'm sweet." I feel like she felt bad for making up a lie in that moment, and then tried to just like smooth it over. And it was like, no, that was weird.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying last episode. I was like, I'm looking for like realness, authenticity and everything like that. It's like she's trying to come up with these moments at this point, and it's not authentic. Like even when she did that thing with the sugar, it's like it falls flat.
It's flat. It's flat. That's a good like description.
Yeah, and so I don't know what to I don't know what to think on that. I am just like this scene is I'm over it. I'm over it because this makes no sense. The storyline. And Kelly, I've never heard about her sleeping with a married man.
Never heard
I've
it.
never heard
Never
any
heard
type of
it.
rumor like that. Portia has repeatedly had these types of allegations against her. She's even said things herself.
Yeah.
So it's like, why try to put that to someone else and you don't even have any proof?
I think she was plotting on Kelly. She's been plotting on Kelly for a little bit.
Mm.
Do you remember last episode when she said that she's gonna get to her? She's gonna get to Kelly. She's like, I'm a host.
Oh, yes.
I'm the
Yeah.
host, so I'm not gonna do anything right now. But Kelly I have her name. She's
And maybe it's because she's attached to Shamia.
I see that, and because Kelly's attached to Shamia, she's defensive of Shamia, and has
Hmm.
said like little things here and there about Portia.
Oh, yes.
She
Yeah.
has. And
Yeah.
Portia doesn't like when, anyone, she said, I have a name. I have a name. Don't try to sully my name. Um,
But yes, she does certain things to herself too.
she does it to herself. Come on now.
So like, people are trying with you, like they want to root for you, but you keep like just switching up on people, coming up with stories, and it's just like it's hard. It's hard. And then that next scene, when Kelly brings the information back to Shamia and
And Angela.
Angela, and Shamia's like, I know Portia. Like she's not going to let this go.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Kelly should have called Portia the name that she called Portia in her face instead of behind her back? She probably just didn't have
But
that
why?
comeback.
What is the like what would that even like solve? It's like, okay, yeah, it's like it's a name, it's like I don't get where that would have come up in the conversation. Like other than, okay, this is a dig that's probably going to fall flat because this whole conversation is falling flat, in my opinion. It's like
Yeah.
I don't see where it really came into play. And also, I don't think she was being fake by not saying it.
No.
I don't think so. Because I think that if Portia did confront her about the name, I think that she would admit that she said it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Angela was more so like you didn't say it to her face. But
Okay.
no, she probably came up with it later. Yeah, it's like the one-liners aren't like, immediate every time. So yeah, so Kelly pretty much, she has that moment with the two girls and she's talking about her opening for her next kitchen, Nana's Chicken and Waffles, and who she's gonna invite. I think she decided to invite everyone, no?
She did. She did,
Yeah,
including Portia. Like she's extending an
including Portia.
olive branch. And it sounded like even at the at the lunch, it sounded like she's open to still connecting with Porsha and trying to get to know her and stuff like that. Like she still wants to be
Yes.
cool with her, which I'm like, I don't necessarily understand that, but like you said, they are trying to attach themselves to Porsha because she's supposed to be the it girl this
She's
season.
supposed to be. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this doesn't really make any sense with someone like trying to put a rumor on you that's not true, especially something as heavy as that, and you're not really like trying to fix it, you're not really like shutting it down. You're trying to be friends with the person who started the rumor. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. And that's how, to your point, that let's get some authenticity. It feels fake. Like we're only 2 episodes in and we're just like dragging a little bit because it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
How disappointing, girl. I saw the cast photo of season 5 back in the day. I was gonna send it to you earlier. The heavy hitters, man. You had Kenya. You had you have Kenya. You had Nini, Phaedra, Candy. What's her name?
Sheree?
Sheree. I was like, man, the golden era. So that was a
Yeah,
golden age.
that was. I don't know that we're ever going to get back to that.
Gone with a win, girl. Gone with a win. Mm,
Because
mm,
even
mm,
if they bring
mm.
Nene back now, it's not like the dynamic is going to be like the same. Phaedra is a totally different person now. She's been through a lot. And I feel like sometimes she's not even trying to really like be her authentic self because she's been through so much on the show. So she's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like she thinks there's nothing else to give. I don't know what's going on. But to me, Phaedra is kind of fading like she was on Married to Medicine.
Well, didn't you get a deflated? I think that's what we can agree because I was getting a deflated. Her confessionals were just kind of meh. Like she'll
Yeah.
get try to give a zinger, but it's like her soul isn't in it. Her spirit isn't in the zingers anymore, you know?
No, no, she's getting a check and she's
It's
just
not
like,
personal anymore.
yeah.
Back in it, you know when it was personal? When Kenya was hitting on Apollo. That's when it was personal.
Oh my gosh, what a time, man.
What?
What a time. Now that was crazy.
Oh my gosh. What was Kenya doing? Like what was she doing? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she really liked Apollo at that point, but he
She
really liked
did.
her too.
Oh, there
And
was an
he
attraction.
started, yeah, he started that rumor that she was like chasing him at a hotel or something. Like it was a weird dynamic.
Oh my goodness. Was she pregnant at the time? It was that was
I think at some point in that
Phaedra
whole circus, she was
she was
pregnant.
pregnant.
That was bad.
That was so bad. But yeah, that's when that real energy was coming out of Phaedra. Now it's just
Yes,
a check. Now it's just a check. It's nothing personal.
exactly. Yeah. Traders was the last time I really saw her on her A game.
She was very good on Traders. Some would
Yeah.
say because she's a good.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
But she was excellent on that show. Yeah.
Hmm.
So now Miss Drew Sidora, who we found out a few things just this week that came out on the blogs, right?
Yeah, it's weird because I'm just like this whole thing, even the first episode of this season, she's just like, oh, I still have someone living in my basement. I never thought that I would still have a man living in my basement. Come to find out the difference between their income, what they're actually like bringing financially to the table, it's just not what I thought it was, or not what the public thought it was.
No.
Because I'm just like, oh, he's making what, 72,000
A month?
a month?
A month? And she's making what, 12?
That's insane.
I
Compared to
swear,
what we thought. Like, I would have thought it was switched.
I thought she was the breadwinner this entire time.
Yes.
I thought she was being used or played this entire time. Like, Ralph was just, getting what he could get out of the situation. Meanwhile, Ralph does not need her. She needs
At,
him.
at all. And I think we talked about it, but it's like Ralph really like downplayed how he was making this money and everything, but he did want those court documents to be revealed. Like
Yes,
he
he
wanted them
did.
to be public. And
Yes, he
there's a
did.
reason for that. And now it's kind of like boom, like
It's
there
out
goes the
there.
dynamite. It's out there. Like
It's out there. I just want to know what Ralph does. Ralph, what do you do? I heard
I
it was
know.
in tech.
Yeah.
What exactly? Do you own the tech company? Are you
Yeah.
a CFO, CEO? What is it?
Yeah. What type of
72,000 a
certificate
month.
did you need for this? Or what type of degree did you like
Yes,
what?
please. I'm writing notes.
Enlighten the masses because this is ridiculous.
Speak
Like,
slowly for the rest of us. Because what has you grossing $72,000 a month?
that's crazy.
Insane. That's insane.
But that's, it's nice to see. Like, it's awesome that he's making so much and everything.
Support.
But the this divorce is just messy.
Because
And then
she
she,
lost
yeah,
primary custody and was ordered to vacate the home by the end of this month, I believe.
yeah. And then she's saying that if she has to vacate, then they're gonna be homeless. And like she's had like
Yeah.
some other stuff coming out, and it was she wasn't taking the kids to school or whatever.
Yes.
Allegedly, it's like,
Allegedly, yes.
what is going on here?
I know. And then apparently, so she has a child from a previous relationship that's not Ralph's kid. And so
Hmm.
she's saying, like, yeah, if I have to leave, then I have to leave with my older child and we'll be homeless. I don't think $12,000, like, come on now, $12,000 a month, you should not be homeless.
Yeah, I mean, at
I
least
guess you have a
yeah.
home. A hotel room is not a home. Okay. Okay. I get
No,
it.
you know what just popped in my mind, Chef?
What?
So you remember when Kenya was staying in that hotel
With the
with the
white
white
fridge?
refrigerator?
With the white fridge? And Nene was like, we got to get you out of here.
She was like, not a white refrigerator. Oh my gosh. But no, I do wish them all the best. I hope that she's able to,
Oh, yes.
have what she needs for her and her
Yes.
child. But it's a mess. That's crazy. And the fact that she would have to move out with her son,
I
I don't know. That's
know.
not a good look, even for the son. Like, imagine like you being the only child who's not able to stay in the home.
I know. And was it last season or the season before? She made a big deal about Ralph not wanting to adopt her kid because like at the beginning of the relationship, like he said he would and never got around to it. And then it became a hard no.
That was dramatic too.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt so bad for the child.
Yeah, that was bad. So they have had some, I would like to be a fly on the wall of their relationship just to see like how they interact with each other when, the public isn't watching because if that's how they act with the cameras on, I'm sure it's just like so cold when no one's watching.
Yeah. And I'm like, dang, even Eva, do you remember Eva from when she was on
Mm-hmm.
and Michael
Mm-hmm.
Sterling, like he
Yeah.
adopted her daughter
Yeah.
and they have like a nice family dynamic, even though for a while Eva and Michael they weren't together anymore, but he was
Mm-hmm.
still in the daughter's life. Like he was still there for her because I mean he had been a fixture in her life for so many years. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how long Drew and Ralph were together, but for him to just take away all affection from this child.
Yeah. And we don't know. We don't know like if he's taking away affection. We don't know like the circumstances, but what we do know is that he didn't want to legally be responsible for this
Okay.
child,
Okay, so he
which
didn't
is
say
telling.
he didn't say why or he didn't like give any type of
Yeah, his why was more so like the child already has a father. It's not like his father is dead or in prison. He has a father,
okay.
right? So he didn't feel like it was his place to push to terminate parental rights. It doesn't seem like his father is in his life, but he's like, your father, you have a dad. Like he just didn't want to do it. That was the feeling. It wasn't something that he wanted to pursue. And he wrote a book. Did he write a book? And he didn't want her to read the book, the manuscript. It was like, girl, Drew
What?
has been a whole mess.
Oh,
Yeah. Like
gosh.
he wrote a book about being a step parent or it was like very awkward. And, she was like, I don't know what's in the book. He won't let me read the book. It
serious? And they were married. They were like in a good place at that time.
Oh, girl, I don't think they've ever been in a good place since we've met them.
Oh,
But I don't think so. But yeah, he had a book and it was a whole thing. It's called The Step in Parenting. The Step in Parenting in hopes of bridging the gap between blended families with sound advice and guidance. Yeah. He wrote a
and he's
book.
not a step parent, right? He's not a step parent.
I think that was her point. She was like, "Are you giving advice to people? Are you giving advice to people and you're not?" It was just kind of. He's like, "Yeah, but he's still my stepkid, even though I'm not legally his father."
I guess technically, like when someone marries someone else, then they have their dad and their stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess so, but I don't know. To write a whole book about it, do you really have the experience and the knowledge to do that?
Girl, he wrote a book.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think he's doing a lot of stuff out of spite at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm like, you pushed so much so hard for those court documents to be revealed to the public. You know that Drew is in the public eye. He's not as much. Like he doesn't have an acting career. He doesn't have things at stake. It sounds like she is pressed for money at this point. Because even on this episode, she was talking about how she's paid all these legal fees and how, she is not like in the best place financially.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so and that was months ago or even a year ago. I don't know when this was filmed, but right now I'm sure it's even in a more like difficult situation. This has been an ongoing divorce for a long time at this point.
And this is not fun, like to have your relationship being shredded into bits and then you still have to wake up every day. And it seems like she does movies, right? She had that movie with Claudia Jordan, that sci-fi movie that the ladies came out and supported her. She had that album that came out, was it last year?
Okay.
She had an album that came out, a music album. So she is making moves. She is trying. I'm not going to say that she's just sitting home and just hoping it all works out.
Yeah.
But she definitely gives a veneer of more than she is. And unfortunately, we found out through the court records that, the veneer is a veneer. It's not so much like she is probably maybe building 12 grand gross is a month. It's not, like she's bringing something home,
Yeah, but she also has 3 kids.
Yeah, I mean, and a daddy to help with at least 2 of them. So that's not terrible. But the fact that she lost primary custody, that's typically very unusual for a mother to lose primary custody. There has to be something really like egregiously wrong going on for a judge to make that call. So I don't know what's happening there. Like, what do you mean the kids aren't going to school while in your custody? Like, what do you mean?
Time will tell, but it just seems like he's been mapping this out. Like he had a game plan and he has executed and he's done so successfully at this point. And I'm just like, this is not a good look for Drew at all.
It's not.
Yeah, but she did have that premiere for her movie, for her sci-fi movie. I thought that was cool. It's nice to see Claudia back on the screen.
I know. Do you remember last time we saw Claudia? She was going back to back with Nene.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I remember them being at dinner and then, oh no, it just got bad. Oh, I'm just getting a flashback.
Was that when Nene's ponytail was unraveling while she was like, she had like a blonde ponytail and it was just like coming down. I don't know if that was
a bad hairstyle.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, wait, no, I think, or it was either that or it was when she had like that muffin top hairstyle, like the bowl cut.
Oh my gosh. I think it was, let me see, Claudia Jordan, Nene.
I think it was.
And they went head to head.
And she had said that her hair looked like ramen noodles or something.
Yeah, it's when she had that shortcut. Yeah, yes. And it was blonde.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What a time.
It was gold. Gold. Oh my gosh. Please bring Nene back. Please. Andy Cohen. We're asking, we're begging.
What do you think about Claudia? Would you want to see Claudia back?
She didn't do anything for me in her season. I think she tried to go head to head with Nene and she failed. If I was gonna pick, I would say if I'm gonna like compare two people, I would say I'd compare Kenya with Claudia. I think that's a better comparison, and I still
Mm.
would pick Kenya.
Kenya. Yeah, I still would pick Kenya for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like what was Claudia bringing to the show? It's just I don't remember even what her drama was. A lot of it was I remember Nene saying like, I'm not even gonna go there, but I'm just remembering.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But I don't know what she was really bringing to the show in terms of substance. I don't remember.
Yeah. I remember her cat though.
You remember her cat?
Yeah, she had a couple cats or one cat. I just remember like that was the main thing to go for her
All
story.
she had going. Oh no, Claudia Jordan. But she seems to have a name in Atlanta.
She
Like she's
does.
known in Atlanta. She hosts a radio show, doesn't she? She
Hmm.
co-hosts.
And I mean, she was a model, like she was on Price is Right. I heard that she did like a documentary. Have you seen that with the Price is Right?
I haven't seen it, but on
Okay.
Netflix?
I don't know if it's on
No.
Netflix, but it's with Bob Barker and like just the history of the
Yes.
Price is Right and everything. And she's had a career for sure in
Uh-huh.
entertainment. So you can't take that away from her. I just don't know what she brought that was that special to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Correct. Correct. Oh
But it
yeah,
was
she was
still nice
on
seeing her on the
it was
screen.
good seeing her. She was on Deal or No Deal from 2005 to 2009. And what's her name? She was married Megan she's married to Harry to Prince Harry.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, it was also on Deal or No Deal with the
At the
briefcase.
same time?
I don't think it's at the same time, but they
Okay.
both had a stint on that show.
Okay. Very nice. I mean, I just yeah, it was good seeing her. I'm glad that we saw her in this setting and not really as
Uh-huh.
a cast member because
Yeah, 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 yeah. That
I
was
think it
good.
was a good. It was
That was
good.
good. That was good.
Hmm.
And it was a really, I would watch that movie, I feel. It just looked, Drew looked like she was doing her acting thing.
She was in her bag. Like she
Yes.
was really like focused and you could just tell like she knows how to act. She's a good actress.
She can act. She can
Hmm.
act. Drew's good. It's just
Yeah.
that I think there's something that gets in her way. I don't know what it is.
Somewhat to a fault because you remember how when she first came on the show, everybody was just like, "You're an actress, like you just lie, like you come up with like scenarios." I think Kenya was really on her, like she's just like, "You're an actress, like you don't have any substance," like But I think that she does have a lot to give the show. I just
Hmm.
think this situation that she's going through is very heavy on her.
Yeah, I'm sure. She's so beautiful though.
She is.
Not that that like will take away any of her, should take away any of the hardship in her life. It's just a fact of the matter. She's a very beautiful woman. And she's 40. She's looking great.
Yes, for
Oh
sure.
my gosh. Oh my
I
goodness.
do feel bad for her though.
Do. But yeah, this episode was okay. Like it ended with Kelly's second restaurant launch. Which she said
Hmm.
that did she say something about she lost that location for failure to pay rent before it even opened?
Oh wow.
She like had a lot of issues with this location.
Wow. And it seems like she's having issues now with that same location.
Oh,
So she just had a lot going on. And then, with her husband coming out with that interview and just like spilling everything, that was heavy for her she was like, I wanted to just stay home. Like, I didn't even want to
hmm
be out right now, but she pushed herself. She did it. It was very nice to see the ladies show up for her.
Yes.
She had been through some things with Porsha. Now, going back to that premiere though, with Drew for the sci-fi movie, we
hmm
are introduced to a new lover of Portia's.
How did we miss that? How did
Yes,
we skip
we're
over
introduced
that?
to what this way,
Yes.
and I'm just like, what happened to Mike?
Right.
I told you, I was
You
like, this is
did.
so fake.
You
It's so
did.
fake. I
You
was
did.
like, this does not make any sense. And then now, come to find out, he was on a skit, making fun, making light of him being paid to be someone's boyfriend on the show. Like this guy was just never in it for that. And then we
No.
see Drew's guy was not really her man. Like he's a friend right now, and she's just like she doesn't see anything with him or whatever. So why was he propped up on the camera the whole dinner?
A whole night with a big smile on his face.
That was just publicity for him, or just
Yeah.
a moment for the cameras, his 15 minutes of fame. Same
Yeah.
thing with Mike and Porsha, because obviously Porsha looked really comfortable with Sway, comfortable
Yeah.
introducing her to the group, and
Yeah.
she's just like she has no issues with what's going on,
Yeah.
with that relationship. So, and it looks like they're still together.
Yeah. Yeah. She said yeah, so Portia has been known to be fluid
Yeah.
um, throughout the seasons. So not surprising, but I guess not shocking, but maybe surprising that she brought someone on, but not surprising. It's like the worst kept secret, as she mentioned.
Yeah, I think Portia really likes relationships. Like she likes to be attached to someone
Yeah.
romantically, and without it, she just kind of feels like a little empty, or I don't know what it is, but it's just like she has to be with somebody.
Yeah, she does like to, and there's some people who are just like serial monogamists. And she might be. She
That's
might
what I'm
also
thinking.
be.
I'm like, where did this come from? It was just so random considering last episode we saw a whole different guy. You guys are having a fake wedding, Kelly's officiating, and you guys are, and then he's acting like he's the man of the house, like giving speeches on
Girl.
her behalf. And I'm just like, now
Oh
all of
my
a sudden,
gosh.
oh no, who is that? That he means nothing to me.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. It's just and just like no explanation for why he's no longer in the picture. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just move. Let's move on. Everybody's
Yeah.
supposed to just move on.
Let's just suspend disbelief that this is not weird and just move on. But jumping back to Kelly's opening, I was a little surprised that Portia did not go, just because word went back to her through Angela, actually. Word went back to her that Kelly made a play on Portia's name.
hmm
And she felt that Kelly was being fake because they hugged it out. And so there should be no issues, even though, girl, if this ever happened to you, you wouldn't forgive it in 3 seconds flat. You're expecting someone else to forgive.
Yeah.
It would not happen.
No, it would be even more dramatic than how Kelly was operating. Because, I mean, to me, Kelly wasn't that bad. This
No,
wasn't enough to just like skip out on her main event for the season. Like,
it wasn't.
yeah, I thought it was
And
really
send
dumb. She didn't have
flowers.
an excuse. She did not have an excuse at all.
No. And she sends flowers. And the note says, we need to talk. What?
That's crazy.
What? At my
That
event? Girl.
It's like get these flowers off the table. Like,
I loved what Kelly said to her. She's like, those flowers were broken, just like the broken person who sent them. Ooh. And she's like, oh, that's the temperature? Yeah, that's it. That's the vibe. That's
But
what it is.
why is Portia acting shocked that
It's
that's the
fake.
temperature or whatever? Even when Cynthia and Phaedra called her and handed the phone or whatever, I was just like, why
Why
are
are you
you
doing
guys even
this?
doing this? Like, this is her event. Really, just they could have moved on without talking to Portia. But like you said, the producers are trying to like kind of push Portia as the main it
Mm-hmm.
girl that everyone should be cool with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, to me, it wasn't necessary for her to even speak at that moment because this is all Kelly.
Yeah, she chose not to be there. Like, why should she have a moment in absentia at Kelly's event?
hmm
Unnecessary. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Girl, take your broken flowers, the broken flowers gifted by a broken person. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah,
okay. I think she meant it too.
I think so too. Yeah.
I don't
I
blame her.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, what did you think about the actual, like the venue I thought was really nice. Kelly's restaurant, how it was set
Yes.
up, the decor, and how like everything looked neat and nice. It looked like a good location
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
her restaurant. Yeah.
Were you wowed by anything else other than the look? Like,
Not really. I mean, the ladies, maybe did you hear a lot of good positive feedback about the food? I think I heard a couple people,
yes.
saying that they really enjoyed it.
Yes, I think they even tempted Pinky Cole for a little bit. Like she was in the frame, they're all she's like, I gotta go. Like this is too much. Chicken everywhere. But who was it that I've been hearing really good feedback from Angela. She's like, even if we fall out, me and Kelly, the food is good.
Yeah.
Like she's down for the food. Who was it? Was it Cynthia that was there as well? Was Cynthia there?
Yeah, Cynthia was there, yeah.
And got some
And
food.
wearing all white. Did you see that all white outfit that
I
she
didn't
had on,
notice
the
it.
long sleeve, the pattern? I was just like,
I didn't notice it.
I was like, oh, okay, this is wedding ready. Okay, nice.
Ooh.
But well, actually, okay, I wouldn't say wedding. I would say more like bridal shower.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
I need to watch that back. I did not catch it. Wow. Cynthia's another person who I feel she probably does like being in a relationship quite a bit, right? Because like when we first met her, she was with Peter. And then it was like the struggle of should I marry Peter? Should I not marry Peter? And to
Yeah.
the point where her mom, like hid the marriage license. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Hid the marriage license. It was very contentious.
It was. It was, but she was just like, no, I'm determined. I'm going to go through with it. It was similar. There was drama on Candy and Todd's wedding day too.
Yeah.
So
The
there's
drama
just,
was him signing the prenup, right?
yes. Hmm. Yeah, but Mama Joyce was like, she was not going to let him out of that.
And good on Mama Joyce for her foresight. Look what happened.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Can you imagine her losing half her fortune? She would be sick. She would
Yeah.
be absolutely sick.
Yeah. But he walked away with, I think, like over 400K and like some cars, but it's like it could have been way worse
Oh my gosh.
considering what type of empire she has built over the years.
Yeah. Pennies on the dollar is what he got. Just nothing, like
Yes,
negligible. She could write a check to charity for that amount and not feel it,
exactly.
She wrote a check to charity. Like that's what it was. She was like, here you go.
Yeah, let's just be done with it. But it does seem like they are having a good relationship with the kids
Yes.
and stuff, like on social media and everything. So
Right, right,
I
right.
was like, okay, that's good. But yeah, Cynthia, she does like to be attached to people. And even though she is like, going through these relationships or whatever, to me, it's like she always keeps Leon in the background.
I always kind of had the feeling, and I could be wrong, that if
Mhm.
Leon wanted to be serious with Cynthia, like it would have happened.
I did too. I was like, they're so cute together. Like
They
they're both tall, they're
are.
both aesthetic, like they have the aesthetic, they're a beautiful couple. I would think that they
Hmm.
would look so good together. And they made a beautiful daughter, Noelle,
Noelle,
gorgeous.
beautiful. She's beautiful. I didn't understand why they never got into the why that relationship didn't work.
Hmm.
They never got into it. So that time she was with Peter, and then she got married to the other guy, right?
Yeah, Mike Hill.
Mike Hill and well, Chill. Well, that their name was Chill, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but I could have seen them being a very beautiful family, like intact.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh well, girl.
Yeah.
Well, what did you get out of this episode? And what was your takeaway?
Well, just before, let me just, okay. So Kelly, she has her event, but did you notice KMichelle wasn't there, right? And I'm like, I didn't know like why, whatever, because they didn't really say why she was there, but they did talk about her performing at a country award ceremony. I don't know which
Yes.
one it was, but she had that situation. She had like a traumatic health event on
Yes.
like during that whole time, and I felt so bad for her.
Terrible, terrible. Because she's been having, she had a situation maybe over a decade now where she got illegal butt shots and obviously not from a doctor. She said it was from someone who had, done it for a few women in the industry, like high profile artists in the industry. So she wanted to do the same and she did. And a few years went by, like 7 or 8 years and no issues. But after that point in time, she started getting chronic migraines and fatigue, and she couldn't figure out what was going on with her. Her doctors thought she had lupus, and they did an MRI and saw like there was all this free floating silicone in her body that was really causing her decline in health. And so she was on a mission to kind of take it out. And it's kind of hard. Like once you get that stuff in you, it's not like
Mhm.
it's hard to extract it because it just goes everywhere.
Yeah, and it becomes like a part of your actual
Anatomy.
yeah, your anatomy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was really hard to see because she's been struggling with kind of like all these surgeries, like she said about 13 surgeries so far to extract the silicone in phases. And it causes like all types of like, irregular skin and like dead skin, honestly, as well in some places. So she's really been going through it. And it's like some of her interviews, it's like so sad because she's like, I did this to myself,
Yeah. She
thinking,
did. And she
yeah,
did, and it stinks because I'm like, it sounds like she was really looking up to someone. I'm not exactly sure who, but it sounds like she had heard good things about this procedure and how
yeah,
it helped her, but it actually ruptured at the event. Like
yeah,
the where the surgery was, or it sounds like she's had to have you like you said, she's had to have multiple surgeries. So
yeah,
one of the scars or one of the sutures from that surgery ruptured, and then it's
ruptured.
like she's like bleeding all over her couch. She's
Yeah,
having like that's embarrassing. Not only is it painful and traumatic, it's also like this is supposed to be your moment. Like, this is your time to shine. Like you're on stage, you're at this award show, you're singing, and then you have this terrible thing happen to you. And it's like, it seems like it's just going to haunt her for the rest of her life. Like, what she did to her body. And I
yeah,
think that it's good that she's bringing awareness to things like this because I'm like, there's people that they see celebrities, they see Instagram models, they see people with these bodies and everything, and they're just like, oh my gosh, like this could be me. And, but they don't know what it takes to look like that sometimes.
yeah.
So, it was terrible. It was sad to see that for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of regret there. And I watched a clip of her performance. You wouldn't even know. This woman is a star. You wouldn't even
Wow.
know she was going through that pain or that just fright, not knowing what's going on in her body. There was just like no way. She was just performing like she was in the moment and gave a beautiful performance. I think it was unfortunate that the producers didn't show us her performance. They just like stopped at her, being on
I would have
stage.
loved to see that.
Yes, that would have been great. I don't know why they
Yeah.
skipped that. Maybe it was some broadcasting issue. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because yeah, who knows? Um, but then we do see her in a doctor's office like the next day with her assistant, and the doctor's room is telling her that she has like an infection.
Yeah.
That
Whew.
sucks.
And yeah, I think that's what they're going to be going into more in the next episode, what exactly happened, because that's where it ended, really. Now, I do want to know now this backstory with her getting her husband, the way that her husband got married, and she's like kind of forcing him into it. I was like, what is going on here? And then when he's signing the documents, he looks so defeated.
Yeah, for the marriage license, he looked like
Yeah.
he got dragged there that day and he was fresh out of excuses. That's what that looked
She was
like.
like they had been together on and off, and then she gave him an ultimatum basically because she was
Yeah.
going to marry somebody else, and then he's
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh, I got to step up,
I gotta get it
But
together.
I was just like, is that really the right way to do it? But
Hey, she got her man.
uh,
But
Oh
that's
my God.
tough. That's tough.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean go back to what you were asking my takeaway
Yes.
for the episode. I mean, it's just really nice when you see supportive women together, like coming together to promote someone's business or whatever. It's like them being there means so much, to promote a business, to keep it actually
Yes.
going and everything. And you even saw that moment of support between Pinky and Kelli, where she's just like, as someone in the restaurant business,
Yes.
she apologized for whatever they had going on for leaving her
Right.
on red, but then she also was like, she extended the olive branch. She was like, I'll be there for you, and then you could be there for me. And I think that that's like what I want to see more of when it comes to Real Housewives, that sisterhood, that like actual like drama free, just like, I just want to be there for you, sis. I want us to be in a good space, and I want us both to win because there's room at the table for all of us. I like that camaraderie that I saw there between Pinky and Kelli. And I'm just like, okay, I hope that I see more of that, because I'm just like, supporting women. It's just, I like it. I really do.
100%. I love what you just said. I completely agree. That moment between Kelli and Pinky, we needed that. And that's the realness that you were talking about, Liz.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I totally get it. That's the realness. Because that moment was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was going through a lot. That's what Pinky said. I was going through a lot. Losing my business, having to get it back, all this drama that's going on. You reached out to me in that period of time, and I didn't have it. I didn't have anything to give in that moment.
Yeah. She
But
was
I am
honest.
proud
That's
of you.
vulnerability. I love
Yes.
that. Yes.
But I'm proud of you, and I'm here to support you, and I got you. Just let me know when you need me. I love
Yeah.
that. That was a really good showing of support.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What was your takeaway, Chef?
Going in line with that theme of support, I saw it between Shamia and Drew. Drew and Shamia have had issues in the past. Their
Hmm.
issues have been longstanding for over a season now, to the point where Drew did not invite Shamia to the movie premiere. But when they both met up at Kelly's event, you could see that Shamia is trying to open the doors of a relationship in a real way towards Drew. She was like, I would have loved to have supported you at your movie premiere. Drew was a little taken back because she was like, oh, I didn't even think that that's something you'd want to do because, we have this history of bad blood. Even last episode, they were not getting along. Just the
Yeah.
first episode of the season, like fireworks are happening between those two. So it's nice to see, like, even though they've had a bad past, there's still a prospect for these two, like, having a better future. And I think Shamir is the type of girl, like, she's willing to rise above and try to get to common ground. Drew, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, I like sometimes I think it's kind of a wasted effort because she's a little, it's hard to pin her down sometimes. It's like either she doesn't care to explain herself or or she doesn't want to be transparent or she's lying. It's hard to tell at times. But at least it's nice to see that, Shimia is opening the door and is being receptive to Drew and is like, look, I want to support you at things where, I want to highlight and support your victories and your accomplishments, right? And I think that just goes back to Shamia being a good friend. And I do like to see it. And I hope that these two ladies can really come to a point where they appreciate each other for the qualities that they both bring.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. And there's room for at the table for, all the singers in the group. And Drew is the best actress. She can stand on that. Like, she's the best actress in the group. So it's like there's just the supportiveness. That's what we need to see more of. I agree with you. And I hope that there is room for Shamia and Drew and a path forward for them.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah. But wow, we're on to episode 3
Yeah, next
next
episode.
time.
I know. I can't believe it. It's just going by so fast.
Yeah, yeah. So You guys make sure that you follow, like, share, subscribe to our channel, and we're going to keep going, moving through these episodes.
Yes. Come with us, guys. We'll see you soon. See you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.